It's been rainy all week, and I've been wearing suede shoes. And I'm not sure if that's what smells in the car. It's either me or the shoes. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone!
Happy Valentine's Day. I'm eating a red candy right now.
Red candies for Valentine's Day. Peppermint and chocolate is bad. No one eat peppermint and chocolate.
Peppermint is bad.
Where's the peppermint bark?
They're not in there. It's the box, but it's not there.
Peppermint bark is what you feed your nephew because he doesn't know any better.
No, you feed him all the chocolate.
Come here, nephew person.
Who will remain nameless because we don't feed him lots of chocolate.
Oops.
No, not every holiday.
Oh my gosh. So my favorite thing that I did. Okay. So I'm at my nephew's house.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Connor. And I walked up to him and I said, "Hello. I have a giant bag of M&Ms for you." And then so he's like, "Oh boy." So he comes running up to me and
he says, "Oh, Justin."
And both of his mother's eyebrows shoot to the top of her hairline. and she said, "What? Give those back right now." So I picked up Connor and I was like, "Let's go for a walk right now." And I fling myself out the door, boy in one hand,
chocolate in the other.
yeah, full bag of share size M&Ms. And I'm just walking down the street, and it's a quiet little street. And it's like barely one car wide, you know. And we're like pointing at things. That's a tree. And he's like eating an M&M, you know, slowly, just like, "Ooh, look, what's that? Oh, that's a reflector that like reflects light from high beam. What's that? Oh, that's a car. Oh, that's a truck." Right. So we're having fun, just like describing the world as any 3, 4, 5, however old, I don't know.
He's 2.
7.
Two and a half.
Anyway, not old enough to work. So, yeah, not old enough to be useful. So, but old enough to be entertaining. So I'm carrying him around. So I look him in the eyes. I'm holding him cradled in my arms tightly. I said, when we go inside, your mother is going to take these away the second I step across that threshold. And he looked at me like with sincerity. Both of his brow furrowed. His
brow burrowed.
Yeah, he furrowed his brow. He said, and he nodded his head. He said, "Yes,
Yes,
I
know.
affirm.
I know mommy will do
Yeah,
that."
that's exactly what's going to happen." And between the curb and the door, which is about 7 feet, he crammed about a dozen M&Ms into his face. About 12. When really he had just been, you know, like one every other minute, you know, like, just cruising around. I want orange. This one? No, this was like a speed. He knew.
This was for survival.
Yeah, this was business.
This was life and death.
This was for vengeance. This was for all of the marbles. So he just pounds through these things, and he's not even done chewing the first one before he puts the second one. It was just like a wet tampon of M&M in his mouth when he got to the door. And then the second we walk in, she said, "Give me those M&Ms," or something. I'm paraphrasing. And I looked at Connor and I said, "Did I tell you?" And he looks at me with this damp, Hanes underwear, M&M ball in his cheeks. Like, he was like, "Mm-hmm." So he just sat there like contentedly chewing for the next half an hour trying to swallow. Yeah. That was a fun day.
You're such a good uncle.
Yeah. Adventures with chocolate. Yum.
Yum.
Here's some peppermint bark that nobody likes.
It's okay. He's 2. He loves it.
Yay.
But it wasn't peppermint. It was just chocolate.
Yeah.
Just M&Ms.
Yeah. It's true. That's what I do. I like to encourage poor impulse control in my nephews.
So if our guests want to email us any suggestions they have of what to do to Justin's kids.
Yes.
What to feed them.
What should you feed my non-existent children?
Yes. When they're here. It's not like they're on their way. It's just...
I think it's just going to be a fun game to see how much chocolate we could... Like that one time that Justin fed my kid cookies until he threw up.
Yes, I fed Josiah's kid cookies until he threw up.
Like that's just going to be a goal of mine. Like
It's just to
here you
keep
go,
popping them in
Justin.
there.
Well,
Here
it's
you go.
not like they're going to reject it. It's not
13,
like they're not
14.
saying no.
But there were mini Chippehoys.
How many?
I know, but you gave him like
They're,
20.
no, they're a scant. First of all, they're right in the presence of his mother, who also didn't want Mr. Hot Cold to lose his mind again. So they were little like pacifiers. Like, here, have number 25. They just keep going down. Wow. Okay. Doesn't even chew them. It just kind of swallows them. And the little mini Chippehoys just disappeared. And then he was just like sitting there, and I'm like bouncing him on my knee, and he's having fun and smiling. Points at the Chippehoy bag. Hang on, let's crack another one open. You know, went through about 3 of these things, and then
my
handed it
gosh.
back to his mother. He's resting. Okay, I'm content.
How long did it take for him to throw up?
An hour.
Yeah, it wasn't very long.
Was Justin gone by then?
No, he was definitely he retched onto his mother's front area in my house. Yeah, and I said, you know what? Clean that up.
It was worth it.
Yeah, that you've now gotten your child's retched. He is sicked all over my tile floor.
What is that noise?
There's an airplane.
Oh,
Is that an airplane?
Yeah, that in
It's
the distance.
vibrating our springs.
I don't know what's that.
No,
Cradle your springs. Why do I hear that airplane?
It's in the.
because it's through the window, and we're about a mile away from the Ontario airport.
That is a vibrations. Yeah.
Is that what it sounded like?
It sounded like something coming from your computer, like a creepy sound.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And you were making a smile, like you were doing something. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, simultaneously.
So since it's Valentine's
Yes. Hooray for Valentine's Day.
and
Ish.
yeah, and it's either Valentine's or it's June. I'm not sure yet.
We'll find out.
And WWDC is around the corner.
Yeah.
So Apple is
really
going
looking
to
forward.
to release their new Mac OS.
Hopefully.
Oh, well, probably, maybe. Who knows?
It will be nothing special.
No, it never is anymore. Nothing's ever since the passing of the great Steve Jobs. Nothing has been exciting.
Yes.
And they historically have had themes for their OS names. Like they did the big cats. Like there was OSX Mountain Lion and Tiger and Cheetah, Snow Leopard, regular leopard. I think that's most of them.
The names of the big cats.
Big cats.
Yeah.
And now they're doing
Deserts.
famous California landmarks like Yosemite, Mojave, Maverick, all these big California locations.
One of their final version of this iteration of California like landmarks. Their final version before they move on should be called Cupertino.
I would love that.
That would
I'd be on board with that.
or Infinite Loop.
Yeah.
You know.
That's funny.
And then they did. My favorite so far has been Sierra and then
High
High
Sierra.
Sierra. I'm like,
Well, in I'm looking them up, and in like parentheses they have Fuji and Lobo.
What?
I don't know what that means, but I don't know what. There's just a list of them.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
It literally has it. And then Mojave is Liberty.
what?
Yeah. I don't know what these mean. I'm just looking it up.
Are those like alphabetical?
No, they're not. There's just like a second,
Oh, the
second
chip.
name.
The Lobo.
The Liberty chip?
Wasn't it? It's something.
Yeah, Liberty, Lobo, Fuji, Gala, apples. Fuji and Gala are apples.
And
Oh,
Liberty apples.
Zinfandel, that's a wine. Are these kinds of wine?
I have no idea. Snow Leopard. didn't
Cabaret. Yeah, these are some of these are wines. Some of them are apples.
They're apples. Because it's apple.
Is Zinfandel an apple?
Zinfandel, they've got to be apples, not wines, because it's that's the company is Apple.
Oh!
Zinfandel's definitely just a wine, though.
No,
What's a Liberty apple?
it's like yellow.
I just searched Zinfandel apple, and nothing came up.
You don't even know how to spell Zinfandel.
Liberty apple. Liberty apple is just like the red
Zinfandel.
and
And there's-
yellow one.
I don't know how to say it. The wine that's spelled Pinot. How do you say that? I don't know.
The Zinfandel experience.
So yeah, okay.
These are there's
Okay.
both. Yeah. Anyway, wow,
Anyway.
that was a tangent.
Wow.
So what I want to do is I want to help Apple because they've been doing a really poor job ever since
High Sierra.
High
since-
Sierra.
Ever
which-
since Steve Jobs passed.
yeah, mostly that.
Yeah,
I want to help them come up with a better naming convention.
Yes.
High Mojave.
Yes.
Yeah, like Lower Mojave, or but like the next series.
Yes. What things?
Yeah, what things is there a lot
like
of?
Angeles Crest.
About 10. It looks like they. Let's see how many they had.
They started
1,
off the-
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cats.
They did transition well. They went from lion, mountain lion, and then after mountain lion, they went to national parks / mountains.
Yeah.
So it was
Mountain
like
lion.
Mountain lion.
To the
Mountain.
Sierra Mountains.
Hey, we should just do
But
mountains.
they did go from mountain lion to Mavericks, which is like ocean waves.
Yeah. So
That's
they
like
didn't
a
transition
surfing-
too well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like they went from like sea lion to, that would be awesome, to Mavericks.
Yeah, maybe they could do like types of whales, like
Or,
blue whale.
yeah.
That's when they make the biggest iPhone and the biggest laptop is the blue whale.
Or like, when.
We've
no,
made a 21-inch
no,
laptop.
no, that's when they released the car.
There you go.
It's called the blue whale.
Yeah.
The blue whale apple.
Whoever has for this 2-seater car
Because
that's
will,
electric.
will be the biggest Apple device.
Yeah, just buy Tesla. Like, that's what we expect the Apple car to be, is a Tesla.
Yeah,
true.
but Tesla beat them
Yeah.
to it.
I know, but just buy
And they
the
did a
stupid
better
thing.
job
Yeah.
than the Apple ever could have.
But just buy the stupid thing. I mean, just spend all of the money, buy Tesla, and just brand the Tesla with the Apple, because that's
But then
whatever
they would ruin it.
whatever they make that isn't a Tesla is just going to be like, well, it's not a Tesla. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever. And then they were like, well, let's partner with BMW. Yeah, but it's not Tesla. Like, it's just a BMW
Apple would
with
make it
Apple
so you have
Play.
to like mount your phone into it to make it work.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Like your iPhone would definitely be the key to your car.
Yeah.
Which would be pretty cool. But you would have to have an iPhone to have that car.
Yeah. That sucks.
Or you could get the phone. Comes free with purchase of the car.
Obviously.
Yeah, I mean, they toss it in.
Yeah.
So what are your names for this?
I have a couple good ones.
Okay, hit me with one.
Okay. So either A, like candies and sweets.
Okay.
Okay. Like Kit Kat, Oreo,
Okay.
Twinkie,
But
etc.
That's already been done.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think that would be great if they want to do that.
Speaking
Sure.
of, where'd my
Just to
candy?
be like tongue in cheek. Or like Oreos are gross. That would be another good one. Or
Okay.
like, and Kit Kats are yucky.
Maybe they could do like vegetables.
Yeah. Oh, like, well,
Like broccoli.
yeah.
Cucumber.
Yeah, because they're healthy,
Yeah.
and Apple believes in health. So here's one that I would love is they should name their renditions after dystopian science fiction, which would be great.
Hit me with a couple.
Like
Yeah, give us an example of
Skynet
dystopian.
or The Matrix or 1984.
I
or,
think a lot of those are probably copyrighted.
Yeah, trademark, copyright.
Yeah,
register,
TMTM.
Circle C.
just the word Matrix isn't copyrighted.
If you put a "the" in front of it, it probably is. Though.
Okay, well, Apple doesn't like articles anyway,
That's
so
true.
they it's not like they call it the pencil.
That's true.
So I think calling it and
What if they did cheeses? Like this is
Gouda.
Mac OS Gouda.
too many stinky
Mac O-
inferences?
Mac OS. Well, they did the trash can.
Because you could have like AI, and I mean, there's so many dystopian science fiction movies where everything goes wrong because technology has taken over everything, and like
there's a lot of-
Terminator.
There's a lot of negative references you can make there. Don't upgrade to Terminator. It'll freaking
what?
kill
It'll
you.
take over the world because it's cool.
and kill you because it's a monster.
So it'd be
Nobody wants your stinky cheese.
So it'd be Mac OS 10.15 Cabaret.
And whatever Apple does, it has to be well, okay. Whatever they do,
Why do they have to give it a name?
here's what they have to do.
To be cool.
Anything Apple
fresh.
has done and has used for their operating system has photographed well. So obviously using like different celestial bodies lends itself. Like if they say Mac
you
OS
could-
10.5 to Jupiter, you
could
know,
just
planet
make-
Texas.
You could just make it up.
Yeah. I mean, Andromeda, you know? And then you could show the galaxy or whatever.
Yeah.
And half of the wallpapers
That'd be
are
pretty
already
fun to do celestial bodies. That's not even a joke. That's a genuine good idea
Anything they do has to be a great photograph for their stupid keynote.
for the background. Yeah, that's true.
Like when they have the sunset, a new Mojave, it's like, ooh, Mojave at night mode. Oh my gosh. You know, or Gobi or all that stuff. Or mountain lion, there's a big old picture of a lion. So anything they do has to be incredibly tangible and has to be incredibly like gorgeous when photographed in HDR, 4K, Dolby Atmos.
We just need to get a new telescope that has a bunch of iPhones on it.
Yeah, honestly, Apple is going to launch on a SpaceX rocket a giant planet-finding rocket just so it could start naming new planets after itself. Like, this is the, ARQST-147 Steve Jobs planet,
This is the TC
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4 Mac OS 10.
Yeah. This is where we launch all our lithium-ion batteries when we're done with them.
Just aim them over here.
Because Apple cares, yeah.
Get them away from our planet.
We don't want that pollution here.
Yeah, send it over there. It's really cold.
To Planet Texas.
Planet Texas.
Where all the trash goes.
Hey, just let it drink it up. Drink it up. Drink your milkshake. Planet Texas.
Episode 45 references.
Yeah.
Planet Texas.
That'd be awesome. You know what? If we had a real president, we would have that renamed Planet Texas right now.
Yeah, we should. That's what Bush's
That's what we should petition.
Thing should be.
Oh my gosh, just the last will and testament. I grant clemency to, whoever is in jail.
No more Mars.
Yeah.
Just Planet Texas.
No, Jupiter.
Oh yeah, Jupiter, but
Yeah, the one-star planet. Bring it on. I'm so ready.
Let's start a petition online.
That's going to be the online petition.
What, change.org or whatever.
Yeah. Just changing Jupiter to Planet Texas.
Planet Texas. we need that so bad. In fact, we should flood Wikipedia, the Jupiter page on Wikipedia.
Yes.
That's please. No one ever listens to me. Please flood the Wikipedia page.
Oh my gosh.
Edits to the planet Jupiter because somebody right now, today, tonight, right here, as we prepare ourselves for Valentine's Day, is or have already experienced Valentine's Day, one of the two.
Or are about to go to WWDC.
Probably. But I think everybody should flood that Wikipedia page, and then whoever is making their little diorama of all the planets is going to bring to their teacher tomorrow a little stick ball, a little foam ball that says Planet Texas. And I would just be so proud.
Oh my gosh. For their diorama of the planets or whatever.
Hashtag me, you poor kid that's about to get an F.
Just lean into it.
Yeah. If you're going to do Planet Texas, then the 3 other terrestrial planets before it have to be 3 little yellow heads.
Yeah. You have to own it.
Yeah. Just right there. And then just walk out of the class. Just flip the thing over. You don't even know. I would be so proud. Jordan.
What?
Yep.
I'm making a petition right now.
Oh, you're actually you're actually doing something productive?
Yeah, I'm making a petition.
Oh, sorry.
For Planet Texas.
I'm getting ready for our next segment.
Oh.
Don't mind me.
So while I was playing with my other nephew.
Yeah.
Which one?
This would be my son.
Yes.
Jedediah?
Who I like to encourage poor impulse control with. And he was running around the backyard. No, wait. Did I already tell you about this?
I don't know. Maybe.
No, I don't know if I did or I didn't.
Wait, you didn't tell Josiah about it, Josiah?
No. I've been like in poor health, and I have no idea what's happened to me in the past week and a half. So we're outside, and he's like, "Come outside, please. Please don't keep me inside. Oh, anything but inside. I'm burning up. I'm getting hives." So I'm like, "Okay, let's go outside and bring you back to nature." So we go outside, and he's like, "Oh, good, grass with thorns and stickers in it. I'm gonna run around barefoot. Good." And I said, "You want to put on your Crocs?" And he's like, "Fine, we'll compromise." So he's running around, and he wants to slide down the slide, and then jump and slam dunk the basketball.
Obviously, because he watches a lot of Dude Perfect, so he wants to do all the trick shots.
Yeah. So he, except he doesn't want to hold on to the slide, and the slide, the backyard kind of goes uphill, so the tippy top of the slide kind of leans back a hair, right? Mm-hmm. And so he's not the most coordinated chap in the world, but he's really like exuberant, you know?
He likes to try things.
Yeah, he wants to do it like really bad. So he like kind of teeters, and I'm like, ah! And he gets startled and immediately slides down the slide, like kind of half sideways, you know? And then he leaps forward, but he's like off center. So he like leaps into the basketball pole with his face, and then he's like, yeah. He gets up and he's like clapping. He's like, I did it. And
I'm okay.
You see his face is like red, like he just impacted something, which he had done. Mm-hmm. And then he gets up and he's like, please don't take me inside. I'm fine. And he's like trying to laugh it off. He's like, he's like, you see the tear like coming down his cheek. He's like, no, I don't want to go inside. Don't touch me. And then I'm like, okay, well then let's play ball anymore. And he's like, okay. And so he's like he's like on the verge of tears, but has no interest in stopping the act of play and throwing a ball.
That's true. He will, if he's having fun, he doesn't get hurt.
He's like, no.
I'm not hurt.
I'm fine. Go away.
Yeah.
Do not tell me I'm hurt and take me inside to comfort me.
So, back to our petition.
Sure.
Here's our petition for Planet Texas.
Yes.
Did you make it? Is it on change.org?
Almost. I'm writing it up. So I have, we need to change the name of Jupiter to Planet Texas.
Obviously.
It is so important that we make this happen.
It is a national imperative that with great zeal and everlasting gusto that we make this change.
But why? We need a why.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What's our why?
Well, I'll be honest with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the reference.
What?
When did we?
45?
Yeah. When did we even talk about this?
It's when Justin was talking about planet Jupiter.
Yeah, I remember we talked about planet Jupiter, but why
and
is
being
it
like
Texas?
the trash?
No. It's just the biggest planet out there, and Texas is the biggest state.
Yeah.
Is that the only
It's
reason?
And so I was
It's
talking about the biggest planet, and I tried to say
Alaska.
Jupiter, but I said Texas.
Because he was talking about like Texas being big, but
Alaska's
the
bigger.
biggest.
It's not.
It is.
Ask Texas. Texas is the biggest. Alaska is not the biggest.
Alaska's not even part of the United States, really. It's above Canada. It's split away.
Texas is more in America than America, and you're going to tell me that...
Yes, but why? Why do we need to change the name?
Why do we need to change Jupiter to Planet Texas?
Yes.
Because that's the most Texas thing to do. Which it is.
The reason... What do I put? The reason we need to change is because that's
Why
the
do we
most-
call Earth? That's just a word for dirt.
Is it because
We live on planet dirt.
that's the most Texas thing to do? That's that's what I'm gonna put.
Okay,
Yeah.
do it, and then we'll post it on YouTube so all 69 of our followers can go sign that petition.
Absolutely. Everybody should get on this. And you know what? There's like a whole bunch of people in Texas that totally agree with this right now.
Yep. And who knows? Maybe we'll start an internet phenomenon and get
And maybe they'll learn something about
a
astronomy.
million signatures.
Yeah. Maybe there's a whole bunch of impoverished children in Texas right now that are like, I suddenly...
Maybe we need to spin it a little bit and make it seem like it should be named, like it was originally named Planet Texas.
Yeah, like
And then the Democrats took it away and named it Jupiter.
And then all of a sudden, all of Texas, except for Houston and Austin, are
Yeah.
like, hey! Yeah. So we could literally start. This could be the spark of the Texas Civil War, because as far
There
as
you
they're
go.
concerned, they're just a republic anyway.
Yeah.
Like they just do their like in America. There's like the American power grid, and then there's the Texas power grid. Mm-hmm. Like they have their own little thing because they're like, no, we're it's
good.
just us. Yeah, we're fine. Get away from me.
They really just want to be able to secede whenever they feel.
Yeah, we need them more than they need us, and they're just over there doing their own thing with like a big giant Solo cup and a cheek full of dip, and they're like, okay, America, if you need me, I'm here. You know, like they're like America's Iron Man if we ever need them.
I mean, they are. It is a lot of land. It's a big place.
It is.
I drove to Texas this one time, and it took me as long. I drove from California to Texas, the border of Texas, and it took me as long to get to Dallas from the border of Texas as it took me to get from California to Texas itself.
Yeah.
Just can you Photoshop something for me really quick?
Oh yeah. Let me just do a Photoshop.
Let me just snap something together right here.
No.
Justin, do you have your laptop?
I don't even have Photoshop on this.
Oh, Justin, here, do it for me.
I'll Photoshop it later.
No, I just
Don't talk to me.
I just need an image. Texas, Jupiter, planet Texas.
Planet Texas. Patent.
Just like make a shape of Texas, but like with a Jupiter skin.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
you're just gonna like give it a little like right there.
Cool. Well,
All right.
we'll finish that later.
Yeah, I promise.
I have something very important. So the other day I went on the internet
Yeah.
and I was hunting around for things and I stumbled across the weirdest ASMR that I've ever found. And I know everybody loves when we do ASMR on this show.
Yeah,
That's
except for not at all.
that's why we're bringing it back because it's a fan favorite.
Yes, I really feel
And
like this is where people tune
I
out.
saw this and I immediately thought our listeners will really appreciate
Which
how
mouth sound?
it. Surprisingly, it's not mouth sounds. It's not even human sounds. No human was used in the making of this video.
What?
I know. I'm gonna go ahead and hit play, and why don't you guys hit me with a little guess of what this is?
Bacon.
Shower.
This is bacon
This is
ASMR.
bacon.
It is not a shower.
It is a grill.
We're
It is a
making
grill.
bacon.
This is on Applebee's actual for real YouTube channel. They have an entire series of meat grilling ASMR sounds.
This is great because just IKEA did their ASMR video where it's just them like touching the sheets
Yeah.
and like rubbing the bedspread, and Applebee's is just doing the meat sounds ASMR.
What meat is this?
Give me with a guess. What does this sound like?
Well, it sounded like bacon.
Okay. Well,
Ribs?
Yeah, ribs.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's hit you with another one. There's a bunch
This
of
isn't stereo enough for
This
me,
is
though.
1 hour of meat sounds. So
Like, it wasn't...
what's this guy?
I need to have, like, different pops in each ear.
I looked at it and it looks like a poop, so I can't. I couldn't tell.
That is a piece of steak. What about
How many hours are these videos each?
This is 1 hour.
Oh, my goodness.
Is it just a loop? Like, how do you keep something on the grill for an hour?
Well, let's see.
Do they have, like, the scraping?
This is one video with like 10 different meats in it. There's a transition coming up. I want to see what they do for the transition. Is it just like a hard cut? Oh, and the internet stream just
It'd
made
be
it.
cool if it was a live stream and they're cutting from different Applebee's.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, if they had an actual ASMR sorry. If they had an ASMR live stream.
Jason.
Whoa.
Excuse me.
Sorry, clicking around YouTube. Yeah, there's 5 of these videos. There's 5. It's part of a YouTube series called Soothing Sizzle, which seems very fitting. And there's 5 different meats you can choose from.
Is something good at
There's
Applebee's to
shrimp,
eat?
chicken, steak, and ribs.
They're boneless wings.
But all wings are...
all of their appetizers are very good.
But
Not the wonton tacos.
Well, yeah, not
the wonton tacos are actually the best.
Actually, that might be true. I know a lot of people that like them. I just don't.
I don't.
I like those little like...
I do
To
know
be
a lot of
fair,
people.
I've never tried them.
I do know a lot of people that like them, but I've tried them. I'm like, no.
What are the little barbecue chickeny things?
Boneless buffalo.
Boneless buffalo wings?
Those I can't stand.
They're
Why?
good.
Those taste like cold garbage.
Okay.
You got to
Yeah.
get them warmed up.
But the wonton tacos are probably the most
I really
palatable
like their
thing they
spinach
have.
and artichoke dip.
And their chicken quesadillas.
I do like the chicken quesadilla as well. That's a really good appetizer.
I don't like most.
You just got to go
quesadillas.
during happy hour and get the half price apps.
Not the sampler, though, because that's not a good deal. If it's during happy hour, oof, go get the like full appetizer plates. And
The
then,
mozzarella sticks.
I like one mozzarella stick. Just one per meal.
Yeah.
You're just biting
Anyway,
into...
that's
you're
what
just
I
biting
found on
into
the
string
internet. I
cheese.
found some.
That's some appropriate ASMR.
Yeah.
Like, that's not all like weird.
I like the corporate companies getting into like the zeitgeist of ASMR.
Yeah, like the.
How does
it's
your
trying to be
company-
trendy and
Well,
like,
how could your company relax people? Because that's what ASMR is supposed to do. It's supposed to be relaxing. So, can you imagine if you go to sleep to the sound of their ribs every night?
You just wake up starving.
Yeah, I want
stomach's
ribs
just like-
bad.
I mean, it's really good white noise. I don't think this would ever trigger my ASMR,
Yeah, it's not stereo enough.
Play
but
it. Honestly, you should play it when your kids are trying to go to sleep.
this would honestly work very well for baby white noise. I would have to smooth out the transitions in between.
because that
Yeah,
it
but
needs to be like a nice clean fade.
yeah, this is chicken.
The chicken sounds better than the steak. Doesn't
so
taste as good.
That's what I found.
Yeah. That's excellent.
Thanks.
Bless you. Oh my gosh. So earlier this week, not later. I'm not talking about the future. This isn't flash forward.
Go on.
So I was on a shopping quest. I had been sent on a journey.
Where?
Yeah.
Where?
To the grocery store by myself.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
dangerous.
I was all alone. So I did the one thing I'm not allowed to do when I'm with company. And I used the men's room at the grocery store
Why aren't you allowed to do that?
with company?
because nobody wants to wait for me.
Oh, that's right.
Everybody needs to leave the grocery store right now because we're in a very tight schedule. And the amount of time it takes a male to tinkle
Take off their clothes completely.
is too long while Jordan bursts in there and kicks the door in a totally random
No,
restroom.
let's quote it correctly. Takes the door off.
Unhinges it and
Yes.
swings it the wrong way so that it can never be closed again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't misquote yourself
Yeah,
on
it's true.
what I did.
I wish I was polite like Jordan. I hope someday that I have Jordan's manners and couth so that I don't do that. Because if I was Jordan and I was at work, I wouldn't do that to someone while I was
honestly,
on the clock.
since we're on the subject, stall doors in general need better locking mechanisms.
Because all of them
I
are
would
just
say
one little like
90% of stall doors can be opened from the outside in half a second.
Well, that is like on purpose. Like that is, I think it's a code thing.
But see, I don't think. I
no.
don't
But if
believe
somebody
you.
tries to kill themselves,
I don't believe it's a code thing because there is stall doors that have a proper like latch on them that
I
like
don't think those are proper.
no. You've seen the full length stall door that goes to the floor.
oh, and then the latch that go the
Like the
1 inch
door room
wide
latch.
bar that
Yeah.
slides through. Yeah.
I really don't know why they have the stall doors.
Just like leave them open.
No, I don't know why they have like the stall doors being able to open like so easy.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
It's
like
hilarious.
you
but I
like
don't know
there's some
why.
that you could lift up and they just like open.
Yeah.
The one at
That's
my
what I did
work,
with Justin.
if you jiggle it the slightest amount, just like back and forth twice, and it just the lock just falls open.
Nice.
Like it's so silly.
But
Well,
I don't know why.
And you're in such a vulnerable state. Like I don't.
It's not like you're
like,
in any
give me a
chance of
Deadpool.
contending with any. Yeah, but then again, if you're trying to get in and you hear somebody like trying to expire,
Dad's had to help,
and you need to
kids.
get in there,
Like dad had to help like a kid one time. Like
yeah,
kid's like I'm stuck, and the dad like couldn't open it, so his dad just like here you go, lifted it up and
yeah.
pushed it open for
So
the other
in
dad.
an emergency, you want like emergency personnel to be able to reach said person in peril.
yeah.
well, maybe still have the gap on the bottom.
But then,
But,
but
like-
that's not even fair because now the bathrooms, the onesie bathroom, if your kid just goes in there and locks the door, then that's still a key entry that you have to be able to get into, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if they take the garage bathroom key in themselves, I mean, at some certain point, there's only so much you could do to help other people.
Yeah.
Like just go in with them if you're concerned about
I think
it.
it's the mass bathrooms they're worried about,
Why?
and it's cheaper.
You're already with company.
Well, no, you're dealing with thousands of people, so it's like okay, you get thousands of people through there.
Just don't have a door.
You're more likely to have an incident.
Do
it-
it like the beach. Just do no door.
Yeah,
No doors.
You know what? Just take the toilet, turn it around in the stall so that you're not facing anybody. You're just facing the wall, and all they see is your back.
Yeah,
So you're pretty much anonymous anyway.
that's a good
This
idea.
is literally my nightmare. I have a genuine like I don't know if I would call it a nightmare because there's no like monsters or anything, but it is like I would call it a bad dream where it is a giant bathroom and the toilets are all in the same room, just like staring at each other.
I've had that dream too.
And I have to go to the bathroom and I have to use it, and all of the toilets are filthy dirty, and I'm not going to sit on it except one, and it's right next to some other guy, and our legs touch.
You have a dream where your legs touch somebody else's.
Well, we're doing a poop.
But you know what I noticed at the beach, though? There's one beach I've been to where it's like the cliffs of the beach are facing the beach. And then I'm sitting on the like open stall toilets, right? Mm-hmm. And I could look up, and I'm looking at a person on their balcony, hanging over like their balcony. I'm like, if I could see you, that means you could see me.
Get some binoculars.
Yeah, I'm like, what perverts are up there in their apartment building just looking down at me?
Did he watch you make in your dream?
No, he was just looking out at
Is
the
this a
beach.
dream or is
No,
this
this is real.
This is IRL.
I've been to because it had like the wood slats above, like just so critters don't get in. And I'm just sitting there like, I can fully see you. And
So Justin
I'm
went to
exposed.
Stater Brothers.
so you went, as we digress. You went to
So I go to
Brothers.
Stater Brothers, and of course Jordan knows all the secret wisdom of Stater Brothers now. Not me though.
I do.
So I'm just one of the plebeian masses that wanders in, just stumbles in off the street, and I walk into the men's room that I'm
You little
totally
pleb.
accustomed to, and it's been the same every other time.
Mm-hmm.
And now, mind you, my kids are from China, so. And they describe how their facilities are very different from ours.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for instance, their what am I allowed to call it, Jordan?
Toilet?
Their toilet is simply a
Their
porcelain ring.
squatty
Yes,
toilet.
it's a porcelain ring on the ground. Okay, there. Like it's a porcelain ring.
It's not a
and-
seat.
And some of the time, there's about a 35% chance there's going to be toilet paper in the room when you walk in there. So
It's true.
yeah. So
That's not great odds.
So and they've told me about this before, where like ours are special and theirs are like that. So I walk in, and I see the dividers for the urinal, and then I walked past the divider, and all I see is on the wall about maybe a 2.5-inch pipe sticking out and kind of up, and I figure everybody's on this low flow kick and minimalism and everything.
No, you didn't.
And I like a challenge. And I'm like, maybe, this is just the way we're all headed.
No, you didn't.
So and the stalls were still up and everything. So I'm like, clearly this is just the way we're headed. It's
Wait,
just,
so let me get this straight. It's in the floor or it's coming up?
so it just sticks out of the wall and then it like curves up a little bit.
So it has like the P trap on it.
No, well, it's more like just if you looked at the
It's
end.
just a full elbow.
Yeah, if you just looked at like the end of a pipe
Okay.
at Home Depot. And so I'm polite and I'm a world citizen now, and I want to respect other cultures. And I don't want to be Eurocentric and think if it's not a porcelain throne, then I'm not going to touch it. So I do my business, and I would say above 50% of it in there. I mean,
So you peed into a pipe.
I did okay.
Yeah, you just peed in a pipe, or did you do anything else into the pipe?
It's a urinal. I'm not going to.
Oh, it's the urinal. Okay.
Yes. The other one is still behind the door and everything.
Oh, I really thought you went into the stall and had this pipe.
No.
sticking out.
I didn't walk into the stall, see a pipe sticking up out of the ground.
I
and
was
then-
like, oh my gosh,
Just-
Justin.
I didn't just make a number 2 into an open pipe.
I was really worried for you. I was like, that poor janitor or the plumber that had to deal with that. So that number one.
And I figure it's a Stater Brothers bathroom, so if I miss a little, then no one gets hurt, right? I mean, it's just going to
At best,
match the
you're
rest of
cleaning
the
it up.
decor. Yeah, right? At best, I'm making it cleaner.
poor guy.
So
I know that guy. He's so nice.
So and then I wash my hands. I'm like, oh, okay, this is, and then I get home and Jordan's like, oh, they're redoing that bath. Did you know they're redoing the bathroom over there? And I'm like, oh, no. I mean, I guess that makes sense now in retrospect, but no one, I guess, got to follow instructions when in Rome. So I'm not, next time I see it, I that won't happen again, is what I'm saying. You know, live and learn.
Live and learn. And,
Yeah.
And
Try again.
so, oh gosh.
Yeah.
So there were no porcelain urinals.
No. It
There
was
was
just
just
pipes
pipes?
staring at you. Like,
That's weird that they even had that bathroom open with like just pipes sticking out
yes.
the wall.
How am I a user, a world citizen, knowing that there's more than one way to do that all over the world?
And the stall was
and-
open or closed.
Oh. Who wants to use a stall? It's a public bathroom. You have to touch it. Like, you're just going to do the same thing. When you're in a public bathroom, everywhere is a urinal.
I'm just trying to. I know. Oh my gosh.
That's definitely the beach bathrooms.
Yeah.
Everything's wet.
Yeah. So, I mean, at what point are you like, well, I need to go into the stall, close the latch that doesn't work, and let it swing open so people could walk in because they have an emergency boom boom and like peer in and be like, oh, sorry. Who wants that awkwardness? So just walk in. You can see my back. I'm standing here. Me
front
and
of this pipe.
my 2-inch pipe. We're having a relationship right now, and I leave.
That was the funny thing about. I think it was Thanksgiving when Justin had to go to the bathroom, so he took my bathroom. Someone was in the downstairs bathroom, and I was in Mom and Dad's bathroom because it's Thanksgiving. That's what happens. And then Josiah Jr. has to go to the bathroom real bad. And he's almost done potty training, or he's potty trained now?
He was like
mid.
mid learning how to go to the bathroom that like he would let you know like I need to go to the bathroom about
2
a
seconds ago.
minute max before he pees his pants.
Take
Yeah.
me right now.
I need to go. It just hit like a ton of bricks. I need to go right this second.
Yep. We're done playing, and I need to go.
We have 30 seconds to get there, or it's coming
So
out. So
all three
run.
bathrooms were taken up. Josiah didn't know that. Josiah Senior. So he walks over at Justin. What? And then he's like, "Oh darn it! Okay, I have to go." Justin's
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
go.
another
I
30
tried
minutes.
downstairs, taken. Our bathroom, taken. Oh gosh, Mom and Dad's definitely nobody's in that one.
Nobody's
Bathtub.
Just run in there. Jordan's in there. Oh my god.
there. I'm like,
Bathtub.
Hey, oh no.
So I just like
Bathtub.
look
Float
around
him over
I'm
the
like,
sink.
Like he's just gonna pee
Spread your legs, Jordan.
somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, like if it's
Did
gonna
Jordan
come out,
spread his
I
legs?
at least want to hit a drain.
no.
Yeah.
He
So,
opened him up
did you
in front
stand
of the
up?
sink.
I sat him up there on the sink. I was just like, here,
Yes. That's a good lesson to teach them.
here, something. There you go.
Yeah.
Thankfully, like he decided he didn't have to go.
Yeah, he's like, no, I'm good.
And he was
Well,
like,
he's staring at Jordan. He can't make eye contact and go.
he didn't actually do anything. But I was just like, somewhat, just a drain anywhere, please.
Yeah.
Like at that point, I didn't care because it was he was just gonna destroy his pants and the floor, or a drain. I was like, yeah, sorry, Mom
There
and
you
Dad,
go.
I'll clean your sink.
Yeah,
Just
a sink's a
Well,
sink.
I would have just stood him in the shower and just be
Yeah.
like, just stand here
if I
until
would,
something
I
happens.
just didn't have enough time to even think.
Yeah.
It was just
Ah, because he carried him
once
from
that
downside.
once Mom and Dad's toilet was taken,
yeah.
it was just emergency level, like threat level midnight.
You should have seen Josiah's
And
face. though.
honestly, at that point, you can open up a second-story window and just deal with the problem. Like, I mean, what are you going to hit down there that's going to be hurt?
Well,
Like,
the screens are really the issue.
but it's not gonna ricochet off of the screen. It's just gonna kind of buckshot on its way out. Like, wee. This is still a victimless crime. I had just like 5 great ideas right there. If anybody knows how to deal with an emergency, it's me.
It's
Yeah.
Justin's great in emergencies.
Yeah. Because I have teenage girls and they have problems.
He goes, ha ha ha.
Help! Right now! It's the end of the world!
Well, thanks for listening.
This has been
Another episode
Of
You Don't Even Know!
It's like we practiced.
Yep, every time.
That was
Happy
sick.
Valentine's Day! Or
Or
WWDC.
or it might be Christmas again. Who
Something
knows?
like that.
I don't know.
Whenever this episode actually airs. Thanks for listening. Thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for
Hooray.
being there.
Vote for Planet Texas.
Planet Texas, everybody. Flood that
Change.org.
Wikipedia.
Yep. See you next time.
Goodbye!